But listen up.
The Cooper and Anthony Show.
When you make ramen noodles at home, do you have a specific way you do it, or do you change every time you do it?
I have a specific way I do it because it took me a while to figure out how I like it.
So how do you do it?
I put the water in first.
How do you heat the water up?
No, I put cold water in. I do the whole thing in the microwave. I don't do hot water first.
Oh, so you say screw the instructions.
Yeah. You know, I used to do it as per instructions, heat the water and then pour it in and then mix it.
Right.
But I have found, and I looked on YouTube because I was like, is anyone else doing this? If you put cold water in and then put it in my microwave, at least, I don't know if it'll work in yours, it cooks the noodles better. I find that they are more tender when I cook everything together like that.
No, that's just insane. You're crazy because at least you got to read the instructions and try to almost kind of follow the instructions. You just screw it. Doing my own way. I know better than the people that make the noodles.
No, I used to boil water and then pour it in, then you stir it and you let it sit for a while. But I have found that if you put the water in and microwave it, because I also throw in a little tofu, you know, I sort of like elevate it a little bit. So for me, that's how I do it. Why? How do you do it?
I put hot water in the cup, and then I take
and then you stir it.
No, you just pour the hot water in. You know the blue machine at work?
Yeah.
You can get the hot and the cold water. I put the hot water in, then I close the cover. I put the fork on top of the cover, and I let it sit for like 3 minutes. Then
what I'm telling you is if you microwave it, if you zap it for like 30 seconds, it cooks faster and it makes it more delish.
All right. So is this lady insane or is she brilliant?
So when I make 2-minute noodles, I just do it the way that it says it on here.
Yeah, like normal people.
Fantastic ones.
You read the instructions and you do it like the instructions say.
Right.
Are fantastic. It's in the name. They're the best ones. I don't want to talk about it. I will boil a kettle, put in the hot water, cover it, like put all the stuff in beforehand and let it.
All right. So she boils the water in her kettle.
Mm-hmm.
And then she puts the top back on it like I do.
Let it cook and marinate. Now, the thing that gets me is that so many people, I don't know, see, this could just be me. Once this is done, like wait a few minutes, people drain all of the water out. And like, to me, that is like borderline psychopathic because
drain all the water out.
No, but though it's soup. So the water is supposed to be the soup part.
The water with like all the goodness is the best part. But then some people also put in the seasoning after and like don't have that beautiful brothy water.
Right.
And like, I don't know, it keeps me up at night.
It keeps her up at night. No, I put everything all in together. I don't put the seasoning afterwards. I do it my own way. I'm telling you, after years of doing this, after years of living on ramen noodles of all different flavors and sizes and packages, I have come up with my own way and it works for me. I put everything together. I put the hot water and I zhuzh it in the microwave. Telling you, 30 seconds in the microwave is a life changer.
And I am one of these people that drain the water out.
What? Why do you drain the water out?
Because I don't want water. I don't want soup. I just want noodles.
But it's soup. It's ramen. It's noodles and that's what ramen is. Ramen is noodles and soup.
But I don't want noodles. I mean, I don't want soup. I just want the noodles and the little bitty shrimp. The little bitty shrimp they have, that's all I want. That and the noodles. I don't want the liquid.
Yeah, but that doesn't fill you up. The whole idea is the liquid's what fills you up.
Oh. So I'm doing it wrong, so I'm a psychopath like she says?
She's right. You're a psycho. You're the reason why she can't sleep at night. You're keeping that woman up at night. That poor woman out in Australia, wherever the hell she's from, she can't sleep at night because of people like you. Why would you drain the water out? That's insanity.
Hey, you take the lid and you hold it over the sink and you just drain it all out. And then you have what's left is food, not the liquid.
Okay. What I'm telling you is, okay, so you know how there's so much liquid? When you do the microwave, it's a little less liquid. There's still liquid, but it's a little less liquid and it's much thicker and the noodles are softer and you don't have to wait as long. I'm telling you, it's way more delicious.
Okay, so when you make
it's more better.
When you make vegetable soup at home, do you keep the water part in it or do you just eat the vegetables?
No, I keep the water. It's soup. That's the whole point, the soup.
I have the ladle that has the little holes in it so it can drain all the soup out before I put it in a bowl.
That's not a ladle. It's not a ladle then. It's the spaghetti holder.
That's what I use.
A ladle is something that doesn't drain out the soup because the ladle is for soup.
I don't like the soup part of soup. Just make
the noodles. What do you Okay, then you are really wasting. The whole idea is the soup part. Aren't you hungry just a couple hours later?
No.
I don't believe you. I'm telling you, the soup is what fills you up. You're making a huge mistake, and now you're causing a woman in Australia not to sleep.
So when you do that, and when you eat it like you and this lady in Australia eat it, do you eat all the stuff and then have liquid left over?
No, I've gotten really good at getting a little bit of soup and a little bit of noodle on my spoon at the same time, so I get. It's like a noodle soup. It's like noodle soup. It's like open up a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Okay, when you open up a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup, you have to put a can's worth of water in. Do you not do that?
No, I think that's crazy too because the can has water in it.
Not very much. Then it's just this thick. No, you have to make soup out of it. It's soup. Do you not understand the concept of soup?
No, because I just want the noodles and what little pieces of chicken they have in there. That's all I want. I don't want the liquid part.
But that's what soup is. It is the liquid part. That's the whole point. When someone says to you, have some soup, what do you think they're saying to you? Eat a noodle?
Eat the noodles, yeah.
It's noodle soup.
Now I'm going to keep you up at night. Now you can talk to this girl in Australia, and you guys can talk to each other all night because now I've kept you up. He doesn't know what soup is.
He just eats the noodles. He just have noodles. Why does he just make noodles? What's he doing with the soup? He doesn't understand soup. I can't believe I've known him all these years. He doesn't know what soup is.
I know. I can't sleep either.
Now I'm going to be awake at night.